Hi, welcome for our RTL online trainings. In this session, we'll discuss what are the topics we have to prepare for interviews in global HR. First, we will discuss in global HR module. What are the topics we are supposed to discuss here? So, whenever we say that global HR module, we are going to explain in our interview also. I involved in the global HR in implementation as well as in support projects configured with our enterprise structure, workforce structure, as well as the workforce life cycle, and also approval management, as well as about the roles, worked with the roles, security profiles, and mass update, and mass assignment update, and also fusion trees, worked with the fusion trees, as well as fusion document of records. Like this, we have to go for explain in global HR module. We call it as TOR also. We call it as TOR also. Here it is. And the global HR important roles which we use regularly. These are the major topics. In case if they ask you what exactly you did in global HR also, we have to explain this. I have involved in the global HR module configuration of enterprise structure, workforce structure, workforce life cycle, approval management, role, security profile, mass update, mass assignment update, and also fusion trees, fusion document of records, and the roles like line manager, employee role, abstract role, human resource specialist role, different types like job role, abstract role. This all we will be explaining in the interview point of view. Then they'll ask you, okay, what you did in our enterprise structure. So configuration of enterprise, legislative data group, legal entity, legal employer, payroll statutory unit, and business unit, and also worked with the department and set ID objects. What are set ID objects? Like job, grade, location, department. This all comes under set ID concept, set ID object. How about the area of jobs and positions? What is difference between job and position? Then workforce structure. So in workforce structure means mainly we will find the departments, locations, jobs, grades. This all we will get it. So whenever we are talking about the grades, what is meant by direct grade and indirect grade? Grade with steps, grade without steps. We will find, right? Grade step rates, what is grade ladder, sequence of grades, configuration. This is all we are going to find out here. And workforce life cycle. Generally, what is the role required for hiring of an employee? And that's, of course, we know that human resource specialist role. And after that, what are the information we will enter at the time of hiring employee? Identification information, personal information, as well as the employment information, and also compensation information. Finally, we'll go for review the details, right? That's how it's going to work here. Okay. Next, they'll expect how will you transfer an employee? Generally, managers will transfer. Which role is required to transfer an employee? Line manager role. So employee is going to log in, manager. Employee means again, he must be a manager. and he has to go to log into the applications and try to take the line manager, my team, and transfer an employee. That's how he is supposed to perform. Here it is. Right. Next, after in workforce life cycle, what is the termination of an employee process? How to reverse the termination? Can we go for reverse the termination? If so, how we can do that? How will you configure the approvals for the employee assignments changes? If you try to change an employee, how will you do that? Here it is. So approval management, what are different approvers we have? Approval hierarchies, like what is approval group? What is meant by management hierarchy? And when we talk about the roles, obviously they will expect the basic definition of the role. What is role? What are different types of roles we have? Different categories. In Fusion applications for global HR model, what are the roles we will be using? This questions they'll be asking. Okay, and then we will be talking about the global HR model here, security profiles. What is security profile? What are different types of security profiles we have? And then how you can go for work with those security profiles. Have you worked with any security profile? Can we use trees in security profile? If so, how? Can we write SQL queries in security profile for custom requirement? So this type of questions we will be expecting from the security profile point of view here. And when we talk about the mass updates, like whenever we are trying to update multiple records in a single transaction, then we will be going ahead with the mass update here. Then it's going to be mass assignment here. Then it's going to be specified over here. Mass assignment means changes. Assignment is nothing but what is the group of assignment we are going to have. Group of job, position, grade, manager, location. This all we will call it as assignment information here. And then trees. What is tree? Tree is a basically graphical representation of hierarchy. It is like for department tree, organization tree, position tree, geography trees. Total 4 trees we have. Okay, where do we use position tree? We use in approval management. Where do we use department trees? We will use it in the organization security profile. Okay, geography trees we will use in options management while configuring the options schedule. There we are going to use here. Okay, so that's how it is going to have the trees. And document of records also, it's a group of records which we will configure. I have prepared, in fact, separate. You can. I hope you already subscribed for my YouTube channel, RTL Online Trainings. If you go to playlists and human capital management, because during this process, in the interviews, they may be asking me, like generally in our training, we might have discussed how to hire an employee. We can find here how to hire pending worker, how to hire contingent worker, right? And how we can go for copy the users. When they ask in the interviews new questions, I'll be preparing because HCM security profiles, custom criteria, how it can be done, custom criteria in security profiles, how you can go for create. Just now we are talking about document of records here, how to work with the document of records here. So I request subscribe this and go to playlists. You will find separate say while working with our training examples. We cannot cover all scenarios. Whenever the new scenario comes, generally I'll try to prepare a video and upload it. For example, approval management engine, like that. You will find it here. It is. So in every video, some interview questions and answers, how you can go for answer the things. Here it is. Okay. And the important roles when it comes for global HR module, we'll be talking about employee role, line manager role, as well as the human resource specialist role, contingent worker. These are the roles we'll be discussing. And also, they'll ask what is meant by employment model. Employment model is nothing but group of three components. What are the three components? Work relationship, employment, work relationship, assignment, and employment terms. Employment terms. So what are the levels we'll configure employment terms? It's a theory part, right? What is position synchronization? It's simply it's very simple, position synchronization. Whenever you are trying to create a position, we are going to give business unit name, job, department, location, these details, right? Manager and all. So that whenever you are hiring an employee, whenever we are hiring an employee, we are going to get it. Here it is. The position details we are going to get automatically. So when you get the position details automatically, then it's going to be synchronized. So if you want to synchronize only few fields, when I select position, only job should be selected. Department should not come. I want to enter departments. Then we'll be using the position synchronization concept. Here it is. Okay. So this all questions. Person number and worker numbers difference. What is person number and worker number difference? What is the what is the difference between these two? What are different methods which we will be using to generate person numbers as well as the worker numbers? This. Okay. So these are the things we are supposed to prepare for global HR. Maximum 99% we have covered all these topics in our training. So if we look at our syllabus copy, we have already covered in this here. Okay. So this all whatever we have completed in our training, it comes to in this place. Okay. This is about global HR module point of view, what we have to prepare in the interview. Okay. Thank you.